Hello, my name's Connor. I'm gonna be doing some stuff. This is not gonna be an edited video. This is a bit of a weird one actually. I wasn't planning to use my channel for things like this, but the state of the world at the moment, it needs to be done, and I think I need to get my own opinion out on things in the world. My name is Connor Body. I'm a 19-year-old boy from, gentleman, something, from London, and I do work and stuff. And you're probably someone else who does work and stuff, or maybe college and stuff, and you may be gay, you may be straight, you may be black, you may be white, Asian, whatever. You know what? These things shouldn't matter. And that is what this video is about. This channel, I didn't know what I was going to do with it, but you know what? It's probably going to be stuff like this, to be entirely honest, because I'm sick and fucking tired of the way this world works. And by the way, sorry, if you're under the age of 16, you probably shouldn't be watching this video without parental consent, because I'm going to be swearing a lot. I will smoke, because that is what I do. I'm not going to be fake, I'm going to be real, and that's the be-all and end of that. Now, a lot of people at the moment, obviously you're reading in the newspapers, watching on the news, everything that's going on with ISIS, and all the terrorist attacks and terrorist threats, and pretty much nobody actually knows what's going on. And I'll be honest, I don't really know either, because, you know, it's become a standard point of our lives where we are having terrorist threats all the time, and then things happen, we don't know, and if it doesn't directly affect us, we don't really look too far into it. But I think the point that I'm trying to make here is that myself and you and everyone should really be more aware about what is going on. I will be looking into it and figuring out exactly the intricacies of what is going on, but at the end of the day, it's going to come down to religion and the views on religion. Now, me, I would be what I would like to call or claim to be a bit of a spiritual atheist. So I don't believe that there's a deity that is in charge of me. I believe that I am free-spirited. I believe that there's not someone who's created me and has got my life on a path of sorts. That is my beliefs, and I will accept absolutely anyone for whoever and whatever they believe in. I'm not going to judge someone based on that. You are entirely up. You are in control of your own destiny, okay? And you can choose the path that you take. It is entirely up to you what you do and what you believe in. And that should never be a choice that should be taken from you, and that should never be a point of war either. But unfortunately, as is most common with wars, religion, race, everything, all of that is what comes into it. Sorry, I have a really squeaky chair. Now, at the moment, this seems to be a war between the West and the Muslims. And I'm not saying that against all Muslims at all. Like I said, I'm completely ambiguous about it, if that's the right word. But it seems to be a war between the extremists in that sense, and they believe in their sense, and they believe that we have done wrong, and we have done wrong, absolutely. Everyone has done wrong in their lives. It just comes up to the people who are going to claim and do something about it. Now, we as a country, as a nation, we are full up of people who believe that we are completely against blame, that we've done nothing wrong. We've also got people who will fight from inside, some people who believe that the extremists are right in what they're doing and right to kill people based on their own laws. And I've seen videos upon videos of extremists marching in the UK, and there was one that shocked me quite a bit, and if I can find it I will link it down below. There was a lady, she was walking around her hometown, she hadn't been there for a while, and there was a march, a protest, a demonstration, where they were screaming, "Kill British police," or "British police burn in hell." I don't agree with that. Now, I don't agree with everything the police do, but I believe that in a majority they are there to protect us, to help us. And I know that may sound very naive, but that is what they are there to do. That's what they are meant to do. Anything else they do, anything they don't do, that is entirely up to them. And that's the problem with the power there. That's power problem. That doesn't come into this. I mentioned in a video on my other channel, now this is my first video on this channel, I mentioned on there how I believe that everyone should just aim to be the best kind of person that they can be. That would encompass accepting everyone for who they are, and accepting, for example, me. I'm a straight white atheist, you know. I shouldn't be judged based on my particular choices in life, though. I should mainly be judged on me and my character and what I choose to do in my life and the actions that I choose to pursue. If you choose to kill someone, that is a negative action. And no matter how you justify it, no matter if you say, my religious book says that they sinned, so therefore I am cleansing them of their sins, or I do not agree with their actions, so that I'm going to kill them. That is not acceptable. And I don't think anyone will ever agree that it is acceptable. And like I said, it all comes down to religion. And I wish this wasn't such a big problem in this day and age. You know, we've, in the last 400 or 500 years, you know, we've gone through slavery and we've overcome that. As a world, we have realised our wrongs, and yet there is such a big problem with race and discrimination still. And I do not agree with that at all. But in a majority, the main aim of it is gone. You know, we're not imprisoning black people to be our slaves, and I would never agree. I'm so happy that I live in a day and age where that does not occur in my field of vision, because it does occur in some places, not particularly based on race, but it still does in this world, and that saddens me. But this current war that we're in now, people may think it's not a war. It is. There may not be panic in the streets at the moment, but there has been. But that's the soldier who was murdered and well, I don't really want to go too deep into it, but in the streets, it's, why has the world come to this? Why is this happening? Because you can see this just stresses me out. I am a very open-minded individual. I would never judge someone based on anything in their life unless they make an action that I do not agree with. For example, something that causes a negative impact on someone else. And that is the only time I will ever say, what? And, you know, it's all good to laugh and joke and have a laugh with your friends and stuff, but when it comes down to it, you have to be a better person than you are, or than you are trying to be. It's worrying. It's worrying that we live in a world like this right now. You know, I get up every day, I'll go to work, I will serve, I won't mention where I work, but I will serve people of all races, all genders. Well, there's only two that I know of so far. Of all religions, and I can't bat an eyelid. I will never bat an eyelid, because they are a person. They are my kin, brother and sister. I know that sounds really ironic and really strange, but that is true. No matter who we are, no matter what situation we're brought up in, we're all human. We all live on this world together. We are not any different from one another. So why is there a war? Why is there people fighting in the streets? Why is there governments overpowering themselves, and why are there people, rebels, fighting up and taking lead? It's power and it's religion and it's things that we should not be judging and fucking fighting over, for fuck's sake. All it takes is one man to stand up and change a world. Martin Luther King, he stood up and he revolutionised things in his day and age, and he took a stand and he changed things. So where is that man now? You know, I wish I could be that person. I doubt I can. I'm just one voice. Comes against my point of saying that one voice can change the world, but it's true. I am just a 19-year-old shop worker. I'm a sales assistant. But I wish that if everyone had my morals, if at least a small group of people could just band together and say, this is wrong. And people, they do talk, but no one ever does anything about it. And the problem is, we got to sit there and think, what can we do about it? Me, there's not much I can do to make an impact and make a change. And that's what fucking pisses me off. Because I will do everything I can in my life to put other people before myself. But when it comes to a whole country, a whole race, a religion. There isn't really much that I can do to change. This is a war that is being fought, and this is a war that I fear is only going to end in bloodshed, as usual, with all wars. It's only going to end when one side wins. I don't want it to be like that. I really don't. I just don't agree with it. At the end of the day, everyone is built by their faiths and their beliefs. Religion plays a factor in that. If you're a Christian, you believe in God, you believe in Jesus Christ, that he died for your sins, and that is beautiful in a sense. That is beautiful. Now, I don't believe that myself, but that is not to say that you shouldn't. And that is not to say that you should then take your beliefs and put them on someone else and say, this is what you should believe in. It is not to say that you should live your life by my rules, because you shouldn't. You should live your life and you should make your choices based on the beliefs and the faiths that you were brought up with and that you believe in yourself. Now, people are brought up in Christian families and they come out the other side anything else. They become themselves, because you shouldn't be brought up, or you shouldn't be living your life in the way that you were brought up without making your choice. This is the thing. You, me, we're all freedom of will. We all have freedom of will. We can believe and do what we want to believe in. And unfortunately, that is where the problem comes in. Because then people who all believe the same thing, and all believe in the same thing, and believe that everyone else is wrong. And when they believe that someone else is wrong, and they don't agree with their beliefs, this happens. Now, there's not much I can do, like I said. All I can do is voice my opinion on the internet. I can voice my opinion on a channel that other people can hopefully stand up and say, I don't agree with this too. Maybe this could start a revolution. Maybe we could change something. I don't know. But it all starts with us. Now, our generation is the new generation. We are, I mean, you know, in the last 3-4 years of my life have been very strange, very different. Things have changed and changed very fast. But we are the future of this world. Now, I know a lot of people are going to watch this and go, this guy's a fucking twat. What's he talking about? What's he doing sitting in front of a camera for ages, voicing his opinion? Like it means something. It does mean something. You know what? Opinions be opinions. I'm not going to have a go. I'm not going to speak out unless I believe that maybe 1 or 2 people might listen. And 1 or 2 people might agree. If you do agree, feel free to comment in the section below. If it's below anymore, who knows? I've been on YouTube for too long, it's changed so much. And stand up and do what I'm doing. Make a video. Voice your opinion on the open web. People can see this. People can join in. People can agree with you. And maybe, just maybe, enough of us can join together and something good could happen. What that is, I don't know. But, like I said, all it takes is one man to change the world. I'm giving it my best cook. Cook? Wow, I've worked for too long today. Giving it my best go. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Connor Body, otherwise known as Goal. Look at that body. This is my opinion on the world, and I hope you agree with me. And if you don't, you're well entitled to, but I would like to hear why. Maybe we can persuade you to change. And again, that is exactly what is my point. You should have your own freedom of will, but just make your choices based on the fact that everything you do is a ripple. Every step you take, every word you speak, every action you take as well creates a ripple, like a river or a pond or a lake, more like big open source. You chuck a stone in, that ripple is going to affect everything around it. Fish are going to swim away. Currents can change. Lives can change. YouTube, I'll see you later.